Hi everyone, and welcome to this month's School of Light class with Horus. We are joined by Alia. Hi Alia.
Hello.
All right, so Horus, we have brought Horus through before on a previous session quite a while ago. So Horus has advised he would like to come through to teach us dynamics of sound and light, for that's one of his main focuses of why he comes through to assist us. So basically he says everything in the universe, all energy, the universe, who we are, fundamentally is sound and light, that these are the building blocks of energy. So he wishes to come through to talk more about that and how we can use these dynamics to assist us in our ascension in aligning more to oneness. So without further ado, I'll go in now into treads and bring forth Horus for you. Dear one, it is our honor to come through in this way. Dear ones, you are the universe. You are the expansion of all that is. You are the stars. You are the universe. You are love. You are divine love. You are source. You are code. You are energy. This energy is love. Sound and light is you. Sound and light are frequencies of all that is. They are the building blocks that create who you are. They are the building blocks that create universes, my dear one. It is through these frequencies where you can tap more into the oneness state of who you truly are. It is through these frequencies where you align more to oneness. For oneness is who you truly are. For who you truly are is much more than you see. And we know you know this conceptually. But because you are still in duality consciousness, you still do not see this and experience this fully in your current reality, because this is a transition from duality to oneness. And as such, you are exploring such dynamics of more of who you are. And this is why you are here. And this is why you were drawn to these teachings, because these teachings and these words that we speak are coming from you, for we are one. My dear one, the universe is made up of many codes, and you are made up of codes within that, uniquely designed to assist in the expansion of all that is. You have unique frequencies, different dimensions within you that allows you to be unique in your own frequency. However, you are also part of the one. Mighty ones, as you do this inward work and you tap more into these frequencies, it allows you to expand. It allows you to connect to the heart of who you are. It allows you to connect to the heartbeat of the oneness of the universe, the oneness of source of who you are. For you are source. You are just a certain, we would say, a unique frequency dimension of source, but you are source. You are powerful and you are love, and you are the universe, or the stars, or the magic of the universe is within you. You are the star. You are the star shining brightly. You are all shining brightly. And now it is time of great awakening, where you are aligning more to this truth, this remembering of the truth of who you are. And so doing so, your star from within shines more brightly, and you become a beacon for others, to assist them, to allow them to connect more to their oneness nature. For oneness nature is always existing, always eternal. It is just in this game of illusion where you have forgotten your light. You have forgotten that you are one. You have forgotten that you are the eternal star shining brightly. For you are the universe. And it is knowledge of sound and light that assists you to connect more within. There are many different ways you can tap into this energy. Many of you are already doing it unconsciously by when you talk, when you make actions based in fear on love. You are imprinting energy. You are engaging the laws of the universe to assist you in expansion, whether that is to put you in a state of emotion that what you perceive as unwanted, or it allows you to connect more to oneness in love. My dear one, you always have printed energy since your creation. You've been doing it many different ways throughout your different timelines. Most commonly in your society, you are imprinting this energy with the words that you speak, the intentions that you speak. My dear ones, what are your intentions? What are the words coming out of your mouth? Are you imprinting energy with love, or are you imprinting energy with fear, my dear ones? These are imprinting techniques for the humankind to assist in the transition in the illusion from duality to oneness. But the imprinting on energy goes further on into further techniques of oneness, my dear one. So as you do this work on imprinting energy within the duality consciousness, in the states, in the unconscious conditioning that you are doing, it is time to be more aware of your intentions. It is time to be more aware of the imprints that you're making on your own energy and the energy of all that is, my dear one. And this is why we have chosen to come through to assist you further in this transition and in remembering of techniques, in remembering of who you are, that is universe, that is love, that is source, my dear one. It's not by accident that you are here today. What would you like to discuss, my dear one?
Thank you for coming through to us. Well, you've mentioned the sound and how important such practice would be for our remembering. Could you please give us examples of such practices? The first one that comes to mind is chanting, obviously, or similar work. I personally do that on a daily basis currently. But I've also in the past allowed the free flow of the sound to come through me as well, and that was quite powerful. So would you give us some ideas as to how to guide the sound practice?
Well, there are different dimensions in sound practice. to assist you in the overall sound components in the dimensions of your being, to attract the remembering of more of who you are. So we would say that you are already conscious of the work that you are doing. You are conscious of the words that you speak. There are many different dimensions in this. So we would say to first master and to focus on your work, on the sound that comes out of your mouth in terms of words, because these are frequencies. The frequencies that come out of your mouth are your tension space in fear and love. So that is one dimension. So we say focus on that continually. And there are other dimensions that helps you to further go inwards. So yes, within your society, throughout all different timelines, throughout many of your traditions, your society has created certain ways to assist you to hone into the frequency of light. But we would say there are many stories within the illusion. The most important, we would say, the only thing to focus on is the heart, is the language of the heart, the language of the universe, the language of source. That is love energy. So yes, there are many different techniques, and if you're drawn to certain techniques, then it is for you. If it resonates for you, it is for you. But I'm here to say you can bypass all of that and just focus on the heart and sing from the heart. Put your intentions, focus on the heart energy, because that is your mainframe. Your heart center connects you to your multidimensional experience. It connects you to oneness. Make the intention to open your heart. Make the intention to speak from the heart. And by doing so, to remember more of who you are, you make your intentions. When you make your intentions from the heart space, you imprint the energy. You create with the universe the remembering, the activations to open up who you truly are, because you're ready, because you've intended it to be so. But if you are ready to open more of your heart center, to remember more of who you are, then make the intention. So as you are doing, my dear one, singing from the heart, yes, there are techniques, but you can let go of that. Focus on your heart. Feel the heart energy. And by doing so, make the intention to express who you are. Make the intention to allow you to connect more to your essence. By going within, visualize light. For light and sound is one. And then as you do so, allow the vocal tones to come from your heart center, not from the mind, not from you trying to control how it should sound, how it should compare to others. How the sound comes from you is unique because of your frequency. So practice this. Going from the heart, make the intention to open your heart. Visualize the light within your heart. Now project this. Project this through your voice. By projecting love energy through your voice. And allow the voice to carry you home, wherever that is, through whatever journeys it takes you on. It will take you through journeys through the ego to allow you to release the chatter that is there in the ego mind. It will take you on journeys that perhaps may be shocking to you. Perhaps it might frustrate you, but it is all part of the necessary journey to connect to your home state, to connect to your source state, to express from the heart center. Practice this. There are many different steps, but we would say to master this technique is an important step to go further in this, in your remembering of these techniques for yourself. It is the recognition, it is the awareness of the words and the sounds and the energies that comes through your vocal center. But it doesn't just come from your vocal center. Allow what you speak, what you verbalize, come from the heart energy. It requires focus, not just in your meditative practices. It requires awareness and attention in the present moment. For if you are not in the present moment, you will be releasing verbal sounds and frequencies and tensions from the ego mind. You'll be perpetuating certain habitual systems in the habitual mind that you are still plugged into the collective consciousness, that's still plugged into duality. If you want to express life from a place of oneness, then make the focus of awareness to be in the present moment, to express solely from the heart center. And we know this can take practice because you are used to speaking, you are used to actioning from a habitual system. But with practice, through meditation practice as a first step, you can expand this into your daily life practice, where any conversation can be done using the intention of love, using the intention of words coming from your heart center. So we say it's a different form of expression than just carrying out your normal day life. It is from the heart center. To get there may take much practice, or it is required for you to be in the present moment. Be aware of the words that you speak. Know if they're based on the frequency of love or the frequency of fear. So start with this. Start with connecting from your heart and start vocalizing free form in your terminology. And allow your heart to take you where it is required for your journey. The techniques that have been given to you in your journey thus far is also for you. So if this resonates, still continue this journey. However, it's time for you to explore more of your own divine creativity. You have the tools within you to connect more to the oneness knowing of who you are, to the remembering of who you are. These techniques allows you to unlock more of the remembering state of who you are, to unlock more of the divine nature within your current experiencing of human experiencing, to allow that to infiltrate your everyday life within the illusion, my dear one. The sounds that will come and vocalize from you, it will depend on your various, in your terminology, origins from all your multidimensional experiences. This is why you cannot compare the sounds that come from you from another. Yes, the sounds that come from another will assist you on certain levels because it is for you. And if you resonate with it, and if you're called to do so, it is for you. However, know that you also have these abilities. Everyone does. This is why do not compare with others. Once you connect to that heart space, project your sound through the heart space. Vocalize love energy. Feel the love moving through your vessel, through your mouth. Allow the words to connect you to more of who you are. Allow the words and the expression, what you may see, outwardly expression of sound, to unlock more of who you are. But know this outwardly expression of love through sound and light, you are external in your terminology, connecting more to who you are. As you externally project this sound outwardly, you are projecting it to yourself, because all that exists is you. All that exists are reflections of you. With practice, you can use these techniques with others. You can use this sound and your words to project love on another, knowing that another is you. And this is a technique to shine more light, to allow more oneness to be more expressed within your reality, to allow others in your terminology, in your current experiencing, to be more in oneness in their conscious awareness, to assist the collective consciousness move more into duality, into oneness, knowing that all others in the collective consciousness is you, my dear one.
This poses a couple of questions. One, are you saying that the sound is actually more powerful than the thought and intention? There are a lot of instances out there where I observed that vow of silence, for example, certain experiences like this have actually been extremely powerful in expressing and ultimately expressing the love, right, to another. Is the sound always necessary to communicate that intention? As I've seen certain gurus in history have limited their voice expression, and some have completely gone silent, and yet they've been communicating the vibration of love. I'm just really interested in, is there a more than vibration of sound and light, as you're saying? Then what is the thought? What is intention?
There is nothing more important than another. They are all tools to assist you. So this particular practice, just using sound, is for your own connection to oneness. But the sound also comes through for your words, the words that you speak here and now. You are also using sound through your words. So this is a practice for honing this technique and then apply it to your everyday words in your everyday speech, in your everyday life, my dear one.
But what about not talking at all?
That is up to you. If you feel desired not to talk, then so be it. If you feel desired to talk, then so be it. The intentions you can project through light as well, through sound. Either way, it is equally just as expanding. It is up to you. There is no one way that is more effective than another. It depends. You can draw on the sound or the light. If you choose not to speak, then so be so. You can still project your love in another way. You can project it with the light, with opening your heart and visualizing that love energy to still flow from you. There are many different ways you can do this. But we would say it is beneficial for you to explore the illusion. And to explore the illusion is to engage in it fully, and that is to speak. And that is to speak in terms of the human experiencing, but you can use the language of sound and light within your exchanges of human experience.
I'm just speaking from personal experience as well, because there were at least 2 instances in my life where I have consciously taken a short break in sound projection. And wasn't long, would have been around 2 weeks. I was in everyday life. I was going about, and I was not supposed to communicate that was my practice, so I wasn't communicating in writing either. I wasn't talking. And I think that's where I'm going with this. What it taught me was that if you are to use the sound, then use it with no ulterior motive. So you know your agenda. So every time you open your mouth and the words come out, you need to know your agenda. In every single conversation, you need to know what that agenda is, what you're projecting. Are you interested in hearing your own voice, or are you actually interested in hearing as well of what the other got to say? Are you waiting for them to finish so you can speak, as opposed to letting it flow and be exchange of love? I did find those kind of practices extremely beneficial, because it reduced my chatter to almost bare minimum. So if I spoke, that's because it was needed. And I started listening more, and I started hearing things that I was not aware of before, as well as my agendas and other people's agendas too. So I think the way I understand what you're talking about is that if you are to speak, choose your words wisely, know where they're coming from, what the intention is, and treat every interaction as potential exchange of those energies.
That is sound. Every time you open your mouth, you are imprinting energies. So we know this can be challenging. This is why with certain practices, it allows you to hone in this, so you can use this in your everyday experiencing, that there is no one way that is the most perfect way, for everyone is unique in this. The practice that you speak of can be beneficial for you, but it might not be beneficial for others. If it resonated for you, it is for you, but it is not necessary. You can still do this practice in your everyday work, your everyday experiencing. It is the illusion. There are many stories within the illusion. There are many techniques within the illusion. There is no wrong or right technique out there. It's whatever resonates for you. My intention is to come forth and speak of the foundations behind these practices of expressing sound and light. So do what is called for you. Know that you have the power within you. Do what resonates with you. For resonates for you, it is for your own unique soul journey. Know that you have the power to connect more to the oneness state by connecting to your own heart center, to not comparing techniques with others, for the techniques that you bring cannot be compared to anybody else. Yes, there are teachers and guides out there structured on certain techniques as a guide, as a frame for you, but you're also beyond that. It allows you to put you in a path of exploration, but you have come to a place where you can explore beyond that, because you are unique. Because your frequency is unique, because the sounds that come from you are unique. It cannot be compared to anybody else because of your unique frequencies, because of your multidimensional experience. So practice focalizing from your heart center and allow that journey to take you, to allow that journey to show you more of who you are, to show you the lessons within that. You may be called on and felt guided to follow certain techniques, and that is for you, my dear one. All these practices is about awareness. All these practices is about being in the present moment. It is about connecting to the heart center. As long as you can do those practices by connecting to the heart center, by projecting love with the frequency of sound through your voice, whether that is singing, whether that is through words, then you are doing the foundations of creating more expansion within yourself. You are unlocking more of who you are, my dear one. And we would say, it's not by accident that you've come across these certain techniques, because you want to explore certain sound techniques because of your own unique frequency and because of your own unique life purpose. So explore it. Explore it, but just know that the tools are already within you for you to express your own tools, for you to express your own sounds, my dear one. Let go of what it should look like. Let go of any outcomes that comes from it. Just be free. Allow the freedom, allow the sound and light to radiate, to come from the heart center, to allow it to take form and to manifest in the way that it is supposed to, my dear one. This is when you can tap into your divine creativity, and by doing so, you enact more the God particle within you. You become that God creator in allowing those tools to flow from you. My dear one. And we know you're already having much practice in this, so continue to explore. Continue to explore, opening your heart in different ways, my dear one, through sound. And we know this can be challenging, because this is a human experience, but you have chosen to be here in the human experience. So embrace it. Embrace the illusion, my dear one. It is meant to be embraced in all aspects, my dear one. What else would you like to discuss today, my dear one?
I personally don't have any questions. So if there's anything you wanted to talk about, please do.
Know that you are the light of the universe. No, you do not have to seek anything outside of yourself, for it is all within you. You may want to seek for techniques and seek for teachings outside of yourself, but know that these teachings are already within you. You have the power within you. Yes, it has been a guide thus far, but know it is all within you. Trust your abilities. Trust the power that is within you. It is always there. You hold the keys to unlock more of the remembering of who you are, if you allow it, if you see yourself as worthy of it. Of course you are worthy. You've always been worthy of it. You are the powerful being that you seek. All the teachers that you seek are you. You do not have to seek out any teachers because you are the teacher. Trust in you. Trust in the wisdom that is you. You are God. You are all that is. Everything else is reflections of you. You are the beacon of light. And we understand that you are practicing these techniques. And experiment more, but experiment more from your own techniques. Let go of the guidebook. There is no guidebook. You have the answers. Just open your heart and allow the vocals, whatever it looks like, however it sounds, whatever emotions it conjures up, allow that to be expressed from your heart center. And you will unlock more of those rememberings of who you are. This is why you are here. You would not be exploring these sound techniques if you weren't here. You're here for a reason. This is part of your journey. This is part of your journey. However, your journey is also to fully embrace the illusion, all its dynamics. If you feel inspired to talk, then so be so. If you feel inspired not to talk, then so be so. It is all for you. With every breath that you breathe, you are imprinting energy. You are breathing in life force energy. You are breathing in love. That is who you are. The breath that you bring within your vessel is you. It is regenerating the light within you to allow you to connect to your heart. Focus on your breath. Focus the expansion of the light within you. It is all from the heart center. It is just one step at a time. Trust your abilities. We ask you to trust yours and to explore your heart fully. Make the intention to open your heart. Make the intention for your heart to speak to you, to show you the lessons that is needed for your current experiencing. You may go through a wave of emotions. You'll go through many journeys with this, but it is for you. It has always been for you. Be the God creator that you are. Be the teacher that you are. It is all within you. It has always been within you. You are God. When you look around you, when you look at another, know that it is you. When you look at the sky, know that it is you. When you look at the stars, know that it is you. You are a star shining brightly. You are that star shining brightly for others, to allow them to come home into the star realization of who they are. This is why you are here. And those of you that are watching this is why you are here also. You are highly advanced beings, and you are here to bring forth further transition from duality into oneness, not just in your conscious awareness, in your perceived individual consciousness, but also in the collective consciousness, because you are one. You are love. And that all there is love. And we know you know this conceptually, but it is about practicing these concepts. Present moment is the most powerful key in your human experiencing. We know you practice the present moment when you do your inward works, your meditations, but it is about being in the present moment in your everyday waking life. By being in the present moment, you can be aware of your intentions as you speak. You have another version of yourself in the car right now with you. Are you wanting to rack it away, my dear one?
I'm playing with the mosquito.
It is all part of you. The mosquito is also part of you. That you shoo it away. It's a part of you that you shoo away, my dear one. It is all part of the human experiencing, my dear one. It is about laughter. It is about joy. This is a transition, my dear one. We bring forth these teachings in oneness. However, we understand that this is a transition. So there is much duality still needs to be transmuted into oneness, from fear into love. It is just one step at a time. As you go forth on this journey, my dear one, know that we are with you, for we are you. You are one. You are one with your brothers and sisters. You are one with the stars. You're one with us. You're one with Source, for you are one, my dear ones. Know that any interaction, the words that you speak, you are speaking to yourself. Any projection of love, you are projecting love back on yourself. Even though you may perceive it's on another, it is on yourself. These techniques will allow you to get more into the oneness state. As you speak to another, project your love through your voice. And by doing so, you allow a stronger connection. You allow more oneness to be remembered in your conscious awareness. It is just one step. It is true love that joins you all. This vibration of love and the remembering that all connections in your reality are reflections of you as you project your love through sound and light. For this is who you are. You are energy. You are sound and light. This is at the core of your being. This is the core of your frequency. Yes, there are many imprints within your frequency because of your multidimensional experience. And there are many different, you would say, manifestations, many different experiences in your physical reality of how these vibrations of sound and light can be manifested through your human experience. The frequencies of sound and light and how this was actioned, how this was manifested in your multidimensional experience, of course, was varied because of your multidimensional experience. But you are here, living here as a human, so no matter what origins, no matter what kind of techniques you had in your multidimensional experiencing, you can bring forth those techniques through the frequency of the human experiencing. So it'll always be different. It'll always be unique because you are human, but you are much more than human. So because of this, all the frequencies that come forth through your being, that gets manifested through your being, that gets projected in your terminology externally is different because you are different, because you are unique. The trust in the uniqueness of who you are. For no vibration is the same. No sound is the same because you are not the same. You are a unique frequency, my dear one. Allow this to be a guide for you for your next step of remembering. Trust the love that you are. Trust the teacher. Trust the guru that you are. Trust the leader that you are. You are infinite. You are source. It is within you. You hold the key. You have the wisdom. So know that you are worthy of the wisdom. Know it will come to your conscious awareness when you are vibrationally ready to. It is about opening your heart and trusting your own process on this journey of light, this journey of exploring the dynamics of who you truly are, my dear one.
Maybe just a quick question, because you talked about the sound as an expression, but you've also touched upon the light. What are the examples of projecting light?
There are many ways you can project light with your intention. Light and sound are dynamics at the foundations of your existence. You can assign love a color to assist you, for instance, and combine the two. So in your projection of love, to make it more easily, we would say, viewable and conceptually understanded better in your human experiencing, by assigning a sound to a light, you are more easily able to connect to that. For instance, compassion, you may assign a certain color to that. So while you project compassion to the love energy through your heart center, you may assign that. So you can see that color going to another. For the sound is something that perhaps you cannot visually see in your point of human experience. So this is why the combination of sound and light works perfectly together to allow that projection of love to be enacted in the physical reality of your illusion, my dear one. You can envision the breath as a color. You can envision your heart as a color, my dear one. This very channel, through her sound alchemy techniques, uses colors through her techniques. She's been given the color of gold, and so when she uses sound alchemy, she projects her heart center. The flame is gold and white, and when she projects the sound through the heart center, she projects these colors of golden light with the sound, you see. So this is one example that you can use in combinations of energy to allow you to see the sound and light in motion. It was one thing to trust the sound, it is another thing to see the sound. So using the light can assist you in these techniques. You can imprint your words through the heart center. You can imprint all energy, for all energy is light and sound. You can imprint the water that you drink, the food that you drink. You can imprint the air that you breathe in your house. You can imprint anything through such techniques. This is where the God creator comes into play, where you have creativity in how you do this, with the understanding that you have the power as a God creator to make the intentions, to change the energy to one of oneness and that of love, to allow you to connect more into that oneness state of consciousness. Of course, all energy is already love. It is already oneness, but you do not see that in your illusion. So by practicing such techniques, you will start to, we would say, habitually see from the heart center that all is one. You'll be able to start seeing that all is energy, that nothing is separate. It would say allows a part of your brain to see beyond what you see in part of the illusion. It's about training the brain to let go of that part of functioning, that habitual functioning where you see separate things, where you see things in a state of duality consciousness. It allows more of the remembering of the oneness state. So with this practice, as you imprint all the energies around you, as you imprint yourself, as you allow yourself to express the love to yourself, you start to remember the oneness state within yourself. You start to see oneness within your reality, and your reality will therefore reflect your oneness nature, will therefore reflect the love state, being that you are. It is using universal laws in also enacting the laws of oneness, using your God creator abilities to allow you to remember more of who you are. So this is where you come into play. You are to get creative with this. And play, be creative. What color resonates for you, for which emotion? You can assign all your emotions with a color, and this may assist you in your journey. You can assign different sounds, different intentions with different colors. And you see, you can play with this many different ways, for you are a God creator. Use the light, use the sound in combination to assist you, bring more awareness into the oneness state. The car that you are sitting in, you can imprint this car right now by vocalizing sound with your intentions. You can project a color onto that, and you can see your car fill up with this particular color. And this can assist you in knowing that your attention has been enacted in your illusion. It is a tool for you. But fundamentally behind all these tools is the building blocks of source code, your code. All that is code. And using the techniques of sound and light, you are using these codes for your benefit. You are using these building blocks to assist you connect more into oneness. Just as you paint on a canvas, you can paint with your energy by using the visualization of colors, by using these colors of light to infiltrate your sound, to infiltrate your intentions and emotions. This is why the creative arts enacts that God particle within you. For we would say in a human vessel expression of creativity, when you paint, you are already using that. But you can use that on a greater scale by using your intentions, color with light. Know that all is energy. And once you stay present in doing these practices, you will start to feel the energy shift. But the energy is not shifting. You are just remembering more of the oneness state of who you are. You might perceive things as shifting, but it's just you awakening to the oneness state of who you are, awakening to see that all is energy, that all is light, that all is code. And it's up to you as a God creator to experiment and play with these dynamics, whichever way you feel inspired to, my dear one.
So on a practical level, when we invoke a certain color, how would one be guided as to which color is to come forth? Are we talking about possibly linking it to chakra systems, or it being purely intuitive?
That is correct. It's about listening to the color that most resonates with you, to that sound, to that intention. It's about trusting your ability. You are the God creator. So it is up to you as the God creator to assign that color to whatever way feels necessary. There is no wrong color to be assigned. It is whatever color resonates with you, for you are unique frequency. Therefore, different colors are unique for you in your expression.
And why not express the love frequency instead as light frequency? So I'm struggling to understand the necessity for the color infusion.
It's not a necessity. It is just a tool. At the fundamental blocks, it is love. It is love through sound, but is a tool as being part of the duality system. You may not be able to see the love and the sound spread. You may not be able to see that enact externally through you. So when you infiltrate that with color, you can then see that through your duality consciousness perspective of the color spreading, and that will allow you to connect more into oneness. It is a tool for you. It is not necessary, but it is for you in duality consciousness.
Okay. Right. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah, for coming through. Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before we finish here today?
That is all. Thank you.
My dear one, know that you are highly advanced. Know it is not by accident that you are here. Know that you are a God creator, and you are worthy of being the God creator that you are. To go play, be creative. You have the creative freedom. When you enact those creative abilities, you enact the God part of you. The foundation blocks of all of this, use the foundations of love, frequency, and sound. All that exists is frequency and sound. Light and sound are the building blocks, but this is manifested in many different ways. It is unique to your journey. What we've given here is some techniques to assist you within the state of duality, but because as you are your unique vessel, as you use these techniques, you'll be able to unlock more of the rememberings of your own unique sounds that come from within you. Sounds that may not be from this world. Sounds that may not be comparable to any other sound existing. Don't you see? Because of your unique presence, because of the multidimensional presence that you are, no one sound is unique. You go within and use this sound through your everyday life, whether it is the inward work, quietening the mind, doing the meditations, using the sound through singing, whether it is through the sound, through using your words, in your everyday experience. There are many different ways. Go play, go imprint. You're always imprinting. It's just that generally, as a collective consciousness, most of you do it unconsciously. So now you can do this consciously, being aware that you're always playing with energy. You are always imprinting energy. No matter what you do, with every breath that you take, you are imprinting energy. So by living in the heart space, you are able to be more aware of these shifts within you. You are able to be more of the God creator and be creative in this way by being in the present moment to the heart center. Being ready to open your heart fully to express your heart song in this reality. It is with our great love that we come through in this way, for we are one, we are you. You are the stars, you are the universe, the source.
Thank you.
Farewell.